Hello, hello, and good day, everyone. Welcome to Sorolla's Tavern, where Josiah here is going to be basically using this as a nice little talking spot. In fact, I'm thinking of maybe in the future using this as a location to do kind of a live chat with you all. Just kind of like be at the tavern, we're all here at the bar, just having a good old time, talking Drakan the Agent Gates, or Drakan in general, as well as whatever comes to our minds. Just kind of a really chill chat, because, I mean, you don't have a lot of opportunities or whatnot to talk amongst each other in the Drakan community. So, that being said, what I want to share with you guys is basically, I think it's about time I revisited one of the topics I talked about way back when, about how everything started with Drakan the Agent Gates. What was my journey with Drakan the Agent Gates? And talk about basically how the glitch tutorial really came about. At least kind of give a just idea, because I also want to talk to you guys about things that I'm going to plan on doing. Like, where's the glitch tutorial going to go from here? So, let's go ahead and get started. And basically, the thing in regards to basically the journey of all started, it's as I probably said in my earliest video of my first vlog here on this channel, is that it all started, my older brothers, Michael and Eric, found this game at a store. I'm not sure if it was a used store or whatnot. I'm not exactly entirely sure as to what year it was. I think it might have been 2004, might have been 2005, I'm not sure. What drew them to the game is when they looked on the back, and it's basically, it seemed like a medieval Lara Croft, a fantasy-style Lara Croft game with magic, weapons that are not like Uzis or like machine guns or shotguns or whatnot. No, medieval weapons, a female hero, which we were into. Female protagonists were a big thing with us at that time. And having that, I mean, she seems to be able to do moon jumping and whatnot. It's like, and you can ride a freaking dragon. Oh yeah, that's pretty much was a no-brainer for my brothers to buy this game when they saw all that. And I had no part of the decision. I wasn't there at the time. I don't think I was there at the store with them when they bought it. But since they bought it, they pretty much had first dibs on the game. My brother Eric played it a little bit, but he wasn't that big into the gameplay of it, though he did adore the characters. So we still got to talk about Drakan the Agent Gates with them in regards to the characters and whatnot. However, my brother Michael was very much more invested in it, and after his playthrough, he would go onto GameFAQs and look at all these glitches or whatnot that you can perform. And watching him perform some of these glitches, Sunny and Dry Isles, Prison Bypass, the Valley Warp, I was like, whoa. And also finding the chicken weapon was absolutely hilarious. And killing the giant chicken with the chicken weapon, that was even more hilarious. I was like, how does this game have so many of these neat little things you can do in the game? I was very much attracted to this game because of all the weird things you can do with it. I wasn't interested in the story much at all. I did love the characters such as Rin and Eric and their banter or whatnot. But I just absolutely adored the glitches or whatnot you can do in the game. And that's what started the fire in me. That was growing in me. The flame of the order was burning in me. It just ignited and was growing and growing and growing. And it was not until I was able to have my turn at the game. My brother was into another game at the time. I forget as to which one it was, but I think it might have been Kingdom Hearts. So at the times that I was able to get onto the game, or actually no, it wasn't Kingdom Hearts, it was another game either on the Xbox or the GameCube, because I was able to play this game as he continued on playing the games. I was absolutely ecstatic. I even like kept a notebook of little things, of all these little glitches that I encountered while watching my brother play the game. But I'm not sure what happened to that notebook. It's gone forever at this point. But I was so much invested into it, all of these glitches, and being able to experiment with them myself while playing Drakan the Ancient Gates. I mean, of course, I completed my first playthrough and whatnot, but being able to go back through and perform these glitches and do the same things that my brother was able to do, oh man, it was a riot. I was having an absolute blast. But the thing is, I just still couldn't find something that's kind of something groundbreaking that I wanted to share on GameFAQs. So I would then fall out of Drakan the Ancient Gates, get back into it later on, fall out of it again, and it was not until 2009 that when playing this game and experimenting with either the Game Shark and doing some fun things with that, or among other things, it was not until I was experimenting in locations that we can try to jump using Aneurysm's slide jump glitch, slide safe jump. It's not actually given an actual name, it's just early access Surdana, but using that trick of sliding down a slope and pressing triangle to jump, learning how to jump onto different locations. And I learned you can get on top of the monastery without a Game Shark, and experiment with that, and then eventually did all the steps that I did in episode 3 to create the nighttime at Surdana, my very first topic on GameFAQs. Now, I was basically like the annoying little brother I was. I went off to my brother Michael. I'm like, Michael, you gotta see this. You gotta see this. And my brother was probably playing Age of Empires or something like that on the computer. As he just rolls his eyes. He's pretty much used to this routine by now, because I've done this plenty of times before. And most of the time, it's basically like, okay, cool, I guess. It goes back to his room. No, this one, he was surprised. He rolled his eyes going, ugh, fine, getting up out there. I love my brother. I absolutely love him. He would go in there, and he was surprised. He didn't see anything like this. I asked him, did you read anything like this or encounter anything like this? He said, no. This was something new to him. Like, so no one has discovered this? And he's like, why don't you just go post on GameFAQs and ask them? And now, like, you know what? That's a great idea. And I did exactly that and created my first topic, Nighttime at Surdana. And I was so excited. I was eagerly waiting for a reply from somebody. And I was absolutely ecstatic that Outlaw River was the one that replied. And we had a nice, like, conversation back and forth regarding the glitch. And Outlaw River and the rest of the community that discovered a lot of things with Drakan the Ancient Gates, were pretty much kind of idols to me, in a way. These, I'll call them, they were the Drakan the Ancient Greats. I was pretty much like, I put them on a pedestal, basically. I looked up to them. And so I'm sure some of my posts that I've done on GameFAQs, I came across as a little bit of a fanboy or whatnot. And I try not to, but I was absolutely ecstatic when he replied. And even more so that it was something new. Exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to find a really profound, good glitch that I could lay claim to. And this was it. The Nighttime at Surdana, my very first post, and it was brand new. I was absolutely, that flame of the order that started in me, oh, it was a raging inferno now. And so I continued on then playing on the game and whatnot, experiment with other things, and discovered some shortcuts you can do, like dropping down from the Shadowmire onto the lone plot, onto this lone pot that is just above the instant death area, or getting to dropping onto the ferry that appears when you go out to the balcony in the bridal hall, and be able to jump off from there to get access to the ship. access a ferry and then get to the necropolis early. Yeah, there was a lot of things that got discovered there. Oh yeah, and also the whole decorating Jay's Emporium with explosions was also a really nice one to post. I just experimenting with so many things and on there. And what started the whole glitch tutorial, or at least what I wanted to do, was when posting these things, I would have other people come by and they would say, I wish I could do this, or this one's difficult for me, or whatnot. I'm like, I was like, I laid out everything. I did as much description as possible. Maybe that's also was the inherent problem. I put too much description in it. But I laid out everything. There wasn't any more way I could make it simpler aside from being able to show them. And it's like, oh no. How can I show them? And of course, this is back in the time when 2010 was basically the era where video game streaming and videos were starting to catch on. They were starting to get very early stages of that. And I would be asking about what kind of capture card, but I don't think anyone else has really used a capture card in the Drakan community, aside from like screenshots of like taking pictures or whatnot, probably from the camera or whatnot. And I didn't want to just like pull out a video camera and record there. I'm like, so I was pretty much on my own on that. No one was answering my capture card question. And it was not until about, I think, I'm trying to remember when my first video was. I think, okay, give me a second here. Okay, it was not until December of 2012 and the beginning of 2013 when I started making videos and posting some things. But I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to do the showcase, because I didn't have like a mic or something I can use for the PlayStation 2. It was not until I learned that you can basically use a voice recorder, a built-in voice recorder on the computer, that I could use that and then just put that voice recording and match it with my video. Because since I was using the HDP VR, it didn't have a built-in mic, unlike my AverMedia is able to combine both video and audio at the same time. So I was pretty much like not entirely sure what to actually do with Drakan, like the glitch tutorial. But one thing at first I thought about was with some of the other things I've seen on YouTube in Drakan the Ancient Gates, I could focus on a single glitch. I could go like Drakan the Ancient Gates Valley Warp glitch, or Drakan the Ancient Gates accessing the Sunny and Dralian Isles, and things like that, where you have this is the game you're trying to find, and this is the glitch or trick you're trying to do. But then I was thinking about, but Drakan the Ancient Gates has so many very small glitches that it's not going to make a really good video. And I couldn't justify like just doing a video for all these little glitches or whatnot. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so what can I do about that? That's when, as I kept thinking, I thought about, you know what? What if I were to do the glitches by location? So rather if I'm in Surdana, or in the Shadowmire, or in the Valley of the Fallen, or whatnot. What if I then try to do as many of the glitches as I could in that location before moving on to the next location? I'm like, yes, I would be able to not only showcase the big glitches, I would also be able to showcase a lot of the smaller glitches. I'm like, that's it. And so I decided to go. I wasn't thinking of it as a playthrough at the time, but then as I kept doing it, I realized, you know what? This is actually a playthrough. I'm doing a playthrough of all these glitches or whatnot. This is amazing. And not only, given that I did it as a playthrough and I focused on a single area, I wasn't just trying to just re-show or basically explain how to do already established glitches. No, I was trying to discover other things as well. Trying to see if I can discover more things. What else can I share on here? Or whatnot. And so I would go experimenting. And from that, I was able to learn so many things. I was able to learn how we can actually bypass into the mountain without actually having to land Arak somewhere and have him walk up a certain ways to be able to clip into the mountain. No, you can do it just about anywhere. Or how about discovering the anti-gravity lane glitch, which I consistently call the drunken ring glitch, but I prefer the anti-gravity lane glitch, over in the Andrayan Isles. Or how about discovering the hidden test room, or the phantom rowing glitch. The flap and slide is another one that I discovered while playing this game, while doing a playthrough and trying to find new content to include onto my videos. This would not have been possible without going through a playthrough type play. Because if I focused on one glitch and one glitch only, well, then I wouldn't have been able to discover these things. And so that's basically how the formula, how the glitch tutorial basically worked. Was because every time I went to create a video, it was back to the sandbox. Let's try to create something new. Or let's try to understand this particular glitch even more. Such as the 3 parts to the Jade's balcony. To talking about getting onto the balcony of Jade's Emporium. It's everything that we've done, that we found on there, was because of either my own experimentation, finding something online, to discover something such as Introverted Owl's playthrough. Oh, not his playthrough, but his showcase of glitches, which I just happened to decide, you know what, I want to look up and see if there's anything new out there. And the very first one he did on the tips and tricks of Drakan the Ancient Gates, where he showed the Who teleport, was only a month old at the time. What are the odds? It just happened to go on that. I could have actually already completed the Surdana before actually typing it again, and like before we even got to Stratos. I could have gone to Stratos already and then typed it in. It's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Except there's not really too much I can showcase on it because we're in Stratos. No, it's just, I loved how all the timing and everything. Because if I didn't go on a hiatuses, the thing would have been done long ago. We would have been back experimenting through, and then we've been learning about Introverted Owl's takes on the glitches much later. So in some aspects, I'm actually kind of, I'm not glad I went on the hiatuses, but we certainly lucked out with so far what has happened thanks to the hiatuses, giving more time for other things to be discovered. So now, in regards to the glitch tutorial, now that we're finally done with the first playthrough, what's going to be happening with the glitch tutorial going forward? Well, I have some ideas here for the glitch tutorial. So here is some rundown on some ideas I have for the title for post game. So I'm going to have 2 aspects of here, because one of the things that I know that's difficult with my glitch tutorial going by episode is that you don't exactly know where the glitches are unless the glitch happens to be in the thumbnail. So if you're trying to find a very specific glitch, it's hard to locate. you would have to remember, was it in Surdana that I talked about it? Was it in the Adrian Isles? Was it in Cragmore? Where was it that I talked about this? And then you had to find a specific video, and the majority of my videos were given any timestamps at all, which I do need to go back eventually to all the videos and put those timestamps in. But I'm pretty sure for you, it's probably has been difficult finding the specific glitches to how to perform or whatnot, because there is no hint until you click on the video and try to look at my list of things that are in the video. So, what I'm going to do now is basically we're going to split off things. We are still going to do a playthrough of Drakan Gates, a post-game playthrough. But we're going to break off the big glitches. Anything that is significant enough to warrant its own video, we are going to do separately. So basically, we're going to have, like, the first thing is going to be Drakan the Ancient Gates glitch tutorial post-game episode 1 or something like that. I don't think I'm going to continue to episode 84. I think I'm going to do post-game and bring everything down to first episode, unless you guys think it would be better to continue to episode 84, because then, like, if we complete the second playthrough, well, what about a third playthrough? So it's still up in the air on how I'm going to do those, but as for the big glitches, so those are going to be for more of the smaller glitches that are better showcased in a conglomerate over in being shown individually. But the glitch tutorial itself is going, for the big time glitches, we are going to do something like this. We're going to have the title showcasing what the glitch is about, followed by hashtag DTAG, hashtag glitch tutorial. Because I feel like if we include something, like for example, one of the things I want to show you guys is the Tree of Morning and Beyond is what I'm going to call the title. It's basically, how can we get to the top of the Tree of Morning and even beyond that and explore the rest of the Shadowmire? Well, there is exactly there's a way you can do that. And it's a bit of a process or whatnot, but I can easily make an entire episode in regards to that. So what I am planning on doing is going to be in quotations, the title of it, the Tree of Morning and Beyond, and then followed by hashtag DTAG, hashtag glitch tutorial. So you know it's part of the glitch tutorial, you know it's Drakan the Ancient Gates, and this is the glitch that we are going to be talking about. So I feel like that's going to be a lot easier than a title such as Drakan the Ancient Gates glitch tutorial standalone, the Tree of Morning and Beyond. That's a mouthful. And as we continue on playing the game, it's only going to get much worse than that. So that's why I'm thinking, what do you guys think about the title? Would you guys prefer it to be Drakan the Ancient Gates glitch tutorial standalone, the Tree of Morning and Beyond? Or do you think the other one, where it's the Tree of Morning and Beyond, hashtag DTAG, hashtag glitch tutorial? Because that one, it's going to be a rather shorter title. It's not as long. And it's going to feature the name of the glitch. So I feel like that's going to be better, but I want to get your guys' opinions and takes on that. So as for other things, this tavern, I'm thinking of doing sometime in the future, doing a live stream here on YouTube where we would be in this tavern together. We'd be in this tavern basically drinking and enjoying a good time. Much like gathering this potion here, sharing a drink together. Maybe even pick up the bow and practice our archery. Oh, Ram was still on the there, or maybe even listening to the music through the bard here. Just enjoying the bar atmosphere, having Drakan community get together and be able to talk to one another. Speaking of the Drakan community, guys, I want you guys, if you want to look at the history of the Drakan community, how it all started. Well, the unfortunate thing, the majority of that was lost to an update the GameFAQs had back in, I don't know, 2007 or whatnot. And some glitch or whatnot happened, or unintended side effect, which deleted the game, like the boards and the topics. But thankfully, Outlaw Rivern, also known as Swordsar, actually saved a lot of the posts and conversations. Basically, preserving the culture that was on GameFAQs. So if you want to be able to see what the culture was like back then, with all the original Drakan the Ancient Greats, have a look here. It's called Surdana Public Library 3.0. Surdana Public Library 3.0. I have a link in the description. I'll also talk about it in a comment down below. You guys to be able to look at, because it is a wonderful and enjoyable resource, and it is a really fun read to be able to see. And now a lot of the faces that are there, they still pop in on GameFAQs every now and then, checking the boards or whatnot. But we're trying to keep as it alive. We're trying to be sure that the GameFAQs itself doesn't, the board doesn't die completely. Also, I am going to be starting a Reddit community group for Drakan the Ancient Gates for us to also be able to talk. So I would encourage joining the Reddit group. I will post later on that, and probably in a community post when I get that all set up for us to be able to join. But I would also recommend joining on GameFAQs as well. I mean, GameFAQs is old school. It's on its way out, kind of dying altogether. But our community is still strong, and it's just worth enough to just be part of the Drakan community for however long we will be there on GameFAQs. Because you can't Auroch's Lair is another community, but it no longer accepts new people coming in due to some issues that happened that was very unfortunate, that they can no longer have it be open. Just trying to protect and preserve Auroch's Lair's forums as they are. So only people who have already signed up to Auroch's Lair can log in. But as far as I know, no new no new members can join. But you can come onto GameFAQs, where a lot of some of the old hoagies are still there, and we'll be more than happy to chat with you. Though we probably won't be able to come right back to you in a few days or more. But that aside, that is it. What I wanted to kind of share with you guys here. So let me go ahead and enjoy another drink here. I'm going to enjoy the mana potion here. Oh yeah, I can just go ahead and go in inventory. We're gonna just drink here. And I'm gonna jump on here. I want the chicken. I want to eat my chicken. All right, guys. So in any case, I will see you all in the next video. I got a whole lined up things for you guys. I got all these ambience videos ready to go out, so look forward to that. So, as I always say, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, have a great life, everyone, and happy hunting!